Welcome to the Aware Mind YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and complex challenges of living with ADHD. Does attention deficit hyperactivity disorder really warp our perception of time? Is this just a subjective feeling, or does our brain truly alter how we experience time? If you ever feel like time slips through your fingers like sand, or that every minute spent on a boring task feels like an hour, then this video is for you. The most common struggles for individuals with ADHD is time management. You've probably experienced making a meticulous schedule, only to find everything spiraling out of control. Why? Because estimating time for people with ADHD is like looking at a broken clock. Real-life example. Think about the times you plan to study for just 20 minutes. You check the clock, put your phone away, and start focusing. Suddenly, you glance at the time and realize 2 hours have passed. Or the opposite. You thought a task would take 10 minutes, but an hour has gone by, and you're still working on it. Why does this happen? Researchers believe that in individuals with ADHD, brain regions responsible for processing time, including the prefrontal cortex, cerebellum, and basal ganglia, function differently. These areas typically help us estimate time, plan, and regulate our body's internal rhythm. People with ADHD often feel like they are stuck in their own time zone, as if their internal clock is out of sync with the real world. This can manifest in two ways: losing track of time. When engaged in something enjoyable, like gaming, reading an interesting topic, or creative activities, you may completely lose sense of time passing, feeling stuck in time. Conversely, when faced with something boring or difficult, time feels like it has slowed to a crawl. Think about sitting in a classroom. The teacher is talking, and you're trying to pay attention, but every minute feels like an hour. Your mind keeps drifting, and by the end of the lesson, you've only absorbed about 5 minutes of information. A famous example of this comes from Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer who has ADHD. He described struggling in school because time felt like it dragged on endlessly. However, when he was in the pool, he could hyper-focus, losing all sense of time, something many people with ADHD experience when deeply engaged in a task. Studies show that the dopamine system in individuals with ADHD functions differently. Dopamine is a crucial neurotransmitter involved in time perception, motivation, and focus. When the brain has low dopamine levels, estimating time becomes difficult. In one experiment, participants with ADHD were asked to estimate how long certain tasks would take. The result? They consistently underestimated or overestimated time, whereas neurotypical participants had more accurate estimates. How can we manage time better? The good news is that with the right strategies, we can help our brains develop a better sense of time. Using visual timers, countdown timers, or light-based timers can help provide a visual representation of time passing. Instead of constantly checking the clock and guessing, visual timers show your brain that time is moving. Breaking tasks into smaller chunks. If a task feels overwhelmingly long, break it into smaller steps. This not only increases focus, but also makes time feel more manageable. Setting reminder alarms. Many people with ADHD experience hyperfocus, where they become deeply engrossed in an activity and lose track of time. Setting alarms can help pull you out of this state and keep you aware of the time passing. Creating time checkpoints. Throughout the day, set specific moments to check your progress. This acts like a GPS for time, helping you stay on track. To wrap up, I want to challenge you. Make a list of tasks you need to do today and estimate how long each one will take. Then, track the actual time spent on each task and compare your predictions. If you'd like, share your results in the comments. Does ADHD really change the way you experience time? Let's explore this together. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more videos on ADHD, psychology, and neuroscience. At Aware Mind, we're here to understand our minds better and grow together.